Well, hello. This is the final boss, and this is Prismata. Um, I probably, I probably should. I'm gonna do a quick fire tutorial because I have never played this game before, and it has lots of cards. Part 1 of 2: eliminate all enemies. Resources: activate drones to get money. Man, this is very similar to Cultist Simulator in terms of like, but you know, they're giving me some UI insights. Use resources to buy more units. Got it. Click to drag across the pile. Engineer does not have a click ability. Automatically produces something every turn. Okay. Build one of these guys. So I'm building more drones. So I'm increasing my. Oh no! I want that. Right? Maybe an engineer. Okay. Okay. Final look. Make sure you're good to go. Commit. Ooh, gunbot. That's scary. Bohemian. Again, one thing I would say with this game, at least from a writing perspective, is bringing in a lot of novel words or in-world words early on in your game. And this is the self-proclaimed tutorial. Can be concerning, right? Additional 3 something's required. How do I get bricks? Build more blast forges. Alright. No. So I like that it told me to build the blast forges. I'm gonna get just hit by this guy probably. Gunbot, please don't hit me. Defend actions. If you were attacked, actions activate and buy units assign damage. Use blockers to soak up incoming damage. Oh, I see. It's there's so many confirm buttons. This also reminds me a lot of that Legends of Runeterra game, where there was quite a bit of shenanigans. So I've gotten some of these now, but I need more. More. All right, blast forge. How much more wall do I need to build? Okay, intern. I think that seems good. Walls can absorb the 2 enemy attacks without being damaged. Like they heal. It's like they heal up instantly. Okay. Got it. That's a fun little move though, being able to like drag down a. Being able to drag all the money out like that. That's really neat. Activating directs reveal 2 additional damage. What? Did I want to do that? I didn't want to sacrifice. Okay, I guess my attack just goes over the fence, huh? So this wall took it. Very important. Okay. All right. I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna build some more tacky guys. Additional money required. Well, guess what? We got it. Blocker. Interesting. I'm a little confused still. I guess these are my blockers here as my 11 little dronies. And I guess once I run out of drones, I die. It's to my knowledge. Okay, confirm. Oh, I guess I have to not take money for it. Okay, do I die? Unclicked drones, yeah, and steel splitters can block. I see. Oh, I understand. Oh, and I definitely want... I don't know if I need more engineers. Don't forget to activate your drones. Well, if I unclick them, then they can't block damage. But maybe I want the steel splitters to block damage, huh? How much am I gonna take? 5? So I have a... I don't have a wall, do I? Now I have a wall. So now I'll only take 2. Alright, that should work. Dang, man, this guy's mean. He's beating me up. So now I gotta do that, and then in defense. So my skill putter should survive. Yeah, as long as it doesn't fully kill him. So I need more money. So I'm gonna go through my drones, wall. Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry, I'll lose one of those. It's fine. Alright. Let's do more walls. Oh yeah. Overrun defenders! To enemies as you choose. Assigning damage. Oh, interesting. So then I get to commit. Interesting. Okay. So it goes to my wall, my steel splitter. What? It's gonna kill that guy? That's fine. Didn't think that merited it, but let's do some of these big warriors. Okay, so this guy's in a little bit of trouble here. Because I'm amazing. I beat the 2. Bow before me. Woo! We did it! We did it! That was pretty cool. Okay. Needed the Carnival presents Gaussite, which can be stockpiled for multiple turns like gold. And it's from 2 rep plays per turn. Oh man, that's a lot. I was just feeling good with what we had. A lot of complexity just came my way, and I'm not sure I'm ready for it. But, gosh darn, I'm gonna try. So I want my Blast Forge, eh? I guess I want a conduit. No, wait, what? Conduit. And I want a wall, but I don't have any blast forges, so I need some blast forge. Additional money required, huh? Alright. I'll just build an engineer for good times. I don't know what else to do. We're gonna go with it. Unit supply to limited. Unit of seeds, you no longer be able to construct it. Runs out of seeds, okay. I see. So, okay, so I can still make some more dronies. I do want to start getting a wall up, and a steel splitter, and then a ghost cannon. Gain 2 blub. Alright, whatever. How much money do I have? I'm fresh out. Okay, this seems like a good move, though. I've got one guy who can damage, one guy who can defend. Send it up the wall, huh? Whisk you quickly to activate all your drones. Oh, okay. I have 2 walls, so I'm gonna go ahead and start stacking stuff into damage. I do want to get some of the so the conduits are fragile. I want to get the animus because that seems pretty important. Because this needs animus and fragile things. Centurion. I'm gonna get some more ghost cannons because that gives me at least a little bit of. I mean, this is kind of a cool card game where they all stack and it's like kind of cumulative. I actually really like that. I actually really like the way this flows so far. Surprisingly, I was not expecting to like it given how much gold will be available next year. You can toggle it to keep. That's fine. Assign defense due to the wall and defense. Alright, Centurion. Alright, so now. Ooh, that's cool. Alright, so I'm fresh out of cash, but this seems like a pretty swag turn here. The Centurion. So I got a bunch of shield mods. Yeah, so then if he doesn't die, he refills. So I like that. Alright, so steel splitters, we're gonna get some more of these guys. We're gonna get some more DOS cannons. Then we're gonna get some more dronies. Oh, whoops. Okay. I have a lot of stuff left over. So I have 2 more crystals. So can I build a Siestra? Build more conduits. Oh yeah, whoops. We'll do some more animus-y things. A couple more blast forges. I'll do a resource thing this time. Okay. Overrun defenders. Pretty fun. I actually am pleasantly surprised. This is way cooler than I thought it was going to be. By eliminating all enemies. Assign defense due to my wall and my Centurion. Should be fine. Just going to build another wall. Proceed to damage. We're just going to overkill this. I like that they have a commit button. I initially thought it was kind of annoying, but it's actually pretty nice. I mean, there's a lot of nice UI stuff. Like, this type of UI is what that other cultist simulator should have really investigated to see if they could do some stuff like this. Because, boy, oh boy, it's actually really nice. Alright. We did it. Ooh, I got a blocker. Cool. Battle match now unlocked. Combat scenarios are unlocked. Continue. Like, they have tips. That's great. Alright, we'll just play... I'll play the first bit in the campaign. And then I will go to bed because it is getting late. I'm already hitting the limitations here. Outbreak. Junkus. Normal difficulty. Are you kidding me? Beacon. A tidally locked planet. One half always faces the sun, receiving constant daylight. The other side remains in perpetual darkness. Cool. So that's world building, but I don't know if that's necessarily narrative quite yet. Solar Generation Outpost. Administrative District, Central Urban Core. Oh, okay. So we're getting some dialogue and some narrative going in. Giselle, any work for me today? Swade Young, Municipality, okay. So he's got like a bio. No deployments in the last blah 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 blah, sir. Insentient robotic assistant. So sorry, she doesn't have a brain. Bring me endless excitement, fulfillment, and purpose. I'll be at the bar. Swade. Senior data scientist. Leave me already, we just got here. And look, it's time for lunch. Anyone wants me to tell them I'm working remotely next to the massive plate of sweet potato fries. It's from the Centauri Robotics Factory. Not again. I told them not to deal with parking disputes. One of their robo-custodians just threw a guy off a 3-story platform. Better check it out then. At least it's on the way to the bar. You know, I like the devil may care protagonist. It's kind of like cool and edgy, but like, you know, I would hope that they show some emotion at someone being like chucked off a fence and almost dying. What is the casualty? Think of emergency care. The whole batch of robots went crazy. People are evacuating. Just turn them off. They tried everything but ignoring override and shutdown commands. You need to terminate them. Most action I've had on the job in months. Got your Prismata slate? Yep, it's right here. Let's see if this thing still works. Oh yeah, assembler. Activate your assembler. Okay. End your turn. It's a fun little game. It's a fun little game. Litterbug. Ain't nobody got time to litterbug this. Kill this litterbug. Sanitation bots, how dare they? So I like that they have like 2 tutorials. Like that's actually really awesome. They're really like, this is not for a dumb old person like me. It's not a simple game to grok. So the fact that they say, hey, we have 2 different tutorials to go in. There's another group. Ouch, looks like somebody at Centauri was getting fired. What's going on? So dialogue's a little bit stilted and kind of over the top. But, you know, so that's not the point of a game like this, right? It is mechanics, but I do recommend, like, it's always worth getting a narrative designer to just do a once-over on it. Because, you know, you can add subtext, you can have a little bit more complexity, you can start talking about your world, which it looks like you've put a lot of thought into. So I do think sometimes... Oh, I still have my... Swipe them all at once. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this seems like even better than the tutorial that I played, which is kind of odd. Because the tutorial I played at first seemed way more complex than this. This is just everything's built last for been corrupted. It's a lot of junk. You just want me to scrap them all? It's the only option. Want me to send over the Odin? Still assembled in the hangar. The Odin. Send it over. Oh yeah. Fun. I actually should really not do this because it just makes me so much weaker in future turns. It's like I shouldn't have my Odin activate because that kind of screws over my long game here. But it's fun. It's fun to do it. There's a further complication. Sorry, we can't stop the production line. They cut off the power lines. Look, the power grid. Okay, so there's more battles coming. Bot factory, scrapper. Sure. Okay. Yeah, so this one is where I don't want to delete my little scrappers because they are going to eventually be able to take out the bot factory. Now I should be able to hit the bot factory. 21. Yeah, I know it's gonna be it. That is really fun. Like, that slide mechanic is really smart that they did that. You shouldn't have caused a little bit less catastrophic damage, but I just swiped a bunch of steel splitters and the whole factory exploded. It was awesome. So I like that they have like a little visual novel story, but I would say it's worth it to invest in the narrative. Have some, you know, there are ways to indicate that, you know, because, like, for example, the main character is an unlikable, like, Suede. Like, we want, like, it feels like we want him to be cool and likable, but he's just so toxic and sort of like, you know where to meet me. You know, it's so over the top. It makes this character, at least for my playthrough, less likable. So it's always a tricky thing, right? Where I'm starting to kind of be like, oh, I don't like this protagonist, though I like the mechanics. But yeah, like, I see that's kind of the tone you're going for, but I would encourage saying, hey, get someone who is expert in narrative and these types of things to take a look at this, and maybe there is some opportunity to clean it up, improve it, and streamline it. Square wave. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign on off. This game is really cool. I would definitely recommend it. I did not expect that just from like one of these little indie game trial things. But the developers were kind to send it over. Yeah, my overall thoughts on this project. I think the UI is busy, but it's well executed. I think some of the UI interactions, like the swipe drag and stuff like that, are brilliant. Those feel really good. Those are like, you know, killing a big monster in Diablo and all the gold pinata goes everywhere. Gives me that vibe, which is something I have not experienced in a card game. And that's really smart. That's really hard to do. And other games like that Cultist Simulator that has card stacks. Oh, North NW Country, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I was locked in. I apologize. Oh, it was only a few seconds ago, right? 2316. Oh, yeah, there you go, NW. Yeah, you're good, you're good. I'm still giving the overall review. I thought I like missed your chat. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, but fear not, these will be up on YouTube, and you can watch the detailed reviews as time goes on. But yeah, I think this is a cool little project. I would definitely recommend it. In terms of the narrative, like I was saying, I think there is opportunity just to actually make the characters instead of archetypes, right? Like the broy, cool person and the nerdy engineer. It's like, did you have to destroy everything? Like, you know, there are, I think, especially because you built like a whole visual novel interface, which is kind of shocking. And it's sort of like, oh, well, that seems like you guys as the developers really want to invest in some of the player experience and that sort of thing. So, and the question would be, you know, why not just really invest in the narrative just as much as you're investing in the gameplay? I did say the game, I do think, like, at least in the other tutorial, the gameplay got really busy really fast, which is kind of strange because, you know, when we actually got into the missions, it was much more streamlined and simple. But I did like this idea of like different resources, different resource generators, power different damage outputs, and you kind of have one big damage number at the end. I thought that design was really elegant. The amount of stuff, especially in that second tutorial that I was able to craft, was a little bit daunting. But it was cool. Like, I don't know if I would have a very good strategy playing PvP, but playing through the episodes, that seems like something I could do pretty comfortably. So yeah, overall great work on this project. I would rate this one, I would say a 7 out of 10. I do think that there were some UI setbacks. They did have some issues with the UI, some things that didn't flow quite so well, a lot of noise on the screen. I do think that I liked that the card locations were static and stacked. That was really nice. Something that the Cultist Simulator did not do. Um, I do think that the narrative was awesome, that you all are putting together a nice system to do it. Different expressions. I saw that in like the visual novel thing. But again, some of the characters were kind of so over the top that, I lost a little bit of believability and even likability on some of those characters where it's sort of like, this character is kind of a drag, right? Because they're so kind of like, I'm so awesome, look at me. And so be thoughtful about that. And I think other than that, it's a cool project. I do believe there is just some visual polish that can happen. Oops. Oh, I guess it just closed. But yeah, all that to say, I just crashed the game. But there is some visual polish that can happen that I think will be an improvement. But overall, great job. I'd say this one's a solid 7 out of 10, and I'm excited to see what you all come up with next.